So, we just came from the West Coast. Finally, I've been able to unpack all the stuff I found. My wife and I found a lot of good stuff. We first went to Vegas, then we drove to LA, and then from LA we went to San Diego. So, some of the places we visited, and all of this were for the first time. We visited the Gordon Silver porn shop from the TV show called Pawn Stars. We visited the Toy Shack, and I happened to see my man Johnny there, and it was really nice to meet him. And we stopped on the way to LA to a great city called Oregon, which is the city that Roy Rogers live. And great, a lot of history there. We went to a great antique shop there, and then when we went to LA, we visited a lot of cool places, and we found a lot of stuff on the way. And lastly, my wife get to go to San Diego Comic Con, and she found a lot of amazing stuff in there. So I just gonna show you real quick some of the stuff we brought back to Minnesota. And I'm gonna start with one of my favorites. My wife got me this. It's the Deadpool Head Knockers official San Diego Comic Con 2016 figure. Look at how awesome this is. They only made 500 of this, so I'm really happy she brought me that. Also, she found a lot of Ghostbuster figures and Doctor Who, little vinyl guys. Those were pretty awesome. And this is all from Comic Con. And she bought, like, they have this mystery box sets that you get, and you don't know what you're gonna get. So this came with those mystery box. This is a Black Panther mug. This is a Super Deck mug. This was free swag that they give you in Comic Con. And look at this awesome Voltron fans. I really love this. I'm glad she got me like 4 of them. I'm a big Voltron fan, so I'm very happy. And Suicide Squad is really hot right now. And she got me a Harley Quinn and a Deadshot. So that was a good find. Also, she got me this. And this is from Overwatch. And here is the Comic Con event guide. She got me a couple of those. And the souvenir book. So, I'm going to Comic Con next year for sure. My mother-in-law that lives in San Diego, she got me some good stuff too. So she got me this vintage circus toys. Those are amazing. They don't work, but they're great decorative pieces. Now, my find for the thrift stores, I found a bag full of marbles, including this really old marble right here. That's a really old one. You don't see those every day. And I'm excited to go through that whole bag. I don't know what I have there. So I know it was the right price, so I was excited. Also in the thrift store, I found this little head knockers of Spider-Man. $4 in the box. Great deal. Also in another thrift store, I found this cool old 7-Up bottle that it features the UCLA Bruins. These are the really great Bruins team from the 60s. So this is for $1. Come on now. Also, in a thrift store, I found this old Johnny West, Jane Doll, Wonder Woman, and this hot chick, which I forgot who she is. One of my favorite things that happened when I met Johnny from the Toy Shack. I bought from his store about the David Ortiz doll new in the box. I'm a big fan of Big Papi, so this is something that I had this without the box, the package, so now I have a brand new. I got this really cool Mayweather and Pacquiao pins from the fight of the century. I'm a big boxing fan, so I'm excited about that. And here's Johnny's Toy Shack business card. How cool is that? Also, from his store, I was able to buy my favorite G.I. Joe childhood toy. This little 4-track. I remember putting this toy together when I was little. I love this. So, thank you, Johnny. You were a great person that happened to meet you when you were there, and you were the nicest person. So, good luck in your shop. I'll be back. Also, in another thrift store, I found this motorcycles with, I believe they're from the movie Judge Dredd from the 90s, Sylvester Stallone. And now, my favorite finds of the My favorite finds of the... I went to this antique shop and there was a toy dealer there. And his prices were great, so I had to make an offer for a lot of things. So I was able to find all these vintage G.I. Joe 90s, 80s vehicles. Oh, amazing, I love this stuff. And I found another one of the Ford trucks better than the one that I was enjoying store. I can't believe it. So this is going in my collection. Look at that, all the weapons, terrific. Now, one of my favorite things that I found there was this vintage Hot Wheels cars, including some really cool old red lines. Look at it, has a decal, beautiful condition. There's a gray score. I found a couple other red lines, so I can't wait to go to this whole box. And there I found a couple of vintage Star Wars. That's Han Solo and Little Yoda. I think that's 1983. He's missing the snake, but he has both of his weapons, so that's a good find. And last but not least, I found 1963 G.I. Joes with the full uniforms. So we had the Marine, we had the Diver. Look at with the metal boots. This is real metal, people. That's amazing. I think he's the fire guy from the rescue guy. This is the pilot. Look, the boots, helmet, everything is in there. And this is another of those fire. Look at how cool the suits are. It's really hard to find with all the pieces. And this is a Buck Rogers with a $6 Million Man shirt. That's not the real shirt, but Buck Rogers is really cool to find. So those were my finds. I love doing traveling and find. You never know what you're gonna find. So a great majority of these items will be out for sale. And when I'm doing a lot of shows locally in the 2 stores and some on eBay. So keep your eye out. If you're interested in any of the pieces, let me know. Oh, and lastly, I forgot my wife got some kittles. Little kittle doll. So anyways, can't wait for my next trip. I love hunting.